Get ready to enter the Thrivetime Show. 3, 2, 1, boom!
All right, Thrive Nation, welcome back to the Thrivetime Show on your podcast download. So many of you have taken the time to email us and ask us the question. We've had literally thousands of people ask us, how do you stay organized in an ever-growing, in a world of ever-growing complexity? How do you stay organized in a world that's fast-paced, where a lot of stuff is going on, where there's never-ending data points? How do you stay organized? And so I called up my friend, my partner, and he's a mentor, David Robinson, NBA Hall of Fame basketball player David Robinson. And I asked him, how do you stay organized in a world of ever-growing complexity? And so without any further ado, here we go. It's David Robinson breaking down how you can stay on top of the game and stay proactive in a world where it's easy to become overwhelmed.
Do you use a day timer and a to-do list, or how do you keep your ideas organized, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, for me, I was in a little bit of a different situation. I had an assistant to really help me. So I know where my weaknesses are. I'm not the most organized person. Okay. So I got an assistant. It could be your wife. It could be, someone that's much more organized than you to put all of this stuff together and keep your agenda going. That's a real key. Our minds aren't made to keep all of this stuff in our heads. We don't remember. We don't keep things prioritized. We don't remember that next week we have to have such and such done. Oh, my taxes need to be done by January. We don't remember those things. So it's critical that we have some way to keep track of all of the items that need to be taken care of.
You just said the brain is not designed to organize all this. I know you're helping somebody out here, because I see a lot of entrepreneurs, Dave, who they feel like there's something wrong with them, that they can't remember that their taxes are due on the 12th or the 15th, and they have to, file this document here and have this meeting, and they're actually it causes almost a level of mental illness when you see an entrepreneur who's got so many ideas in their head but nothing's written down or nothing's organized.
Well, you got to think of your mind. In common days now, you think of your mind as kind of the RAM in a computer, right? So it's not designed to keep everything that you have. It's designed to kind of shuffle things through to make it quick, right? So your mind, that's how your mind works. You have this short-term memory. That's wonderful, but it's not designed to keep everything in there. It's designed, hey, what's most efficient? What do I need to remember right now? But then when it gets overloaded, things just kind of slip out of the back. There's not enough room. We don't have the capacity to remember everything. So yeah, I mean, when we write things down, it increases our long-term memory dramatically. And as long as you have this, you're going to remember it. So I think that's a critical part, and we can't think we're Superman. If you go to any great business, I go to business meetings all the time now with all of these high-profile private equity firms. Every single meeting, every single person that comes in that room, I don't care who it is, comes in that room with a pad and a pen. Every single time. And they're taking notes on the meetings. And these are some of the smartest people that I know. But they're taking notes every meeting.
There's a study I read, and I cannot remember where I read it, so I'm just going to have to make some general statement here. But it was talking about the retention of knowledge of executives versus everybody else. And it was talking about executives know that they have to retain information. So they are the best note takers. And the average person doesn't take notes.
Right.
So the average person will show up at a meeting or church and they'll just kind of, okay. And then you'll ask them after the conference, the seminar, the church, whatever it was, the meeting, what'd you get out of it? And they'll say, some things. I got some good ideas. But there's no action items. There's nothing written down. But executives are the best. And I love that you just said every one of these meetings you go to, somebody's writing stuff down.
Absolutely.
I mean, all of them are writing
this is
stuff
at the
down.
highest level. These are smart people. So if the smart people have to write things down, think about us normal people. We really need to write things down. We really need to keep track of what's going on. We forget what people just told us. We forget that we were supposed to call so-and-so. We forget that we're supposed to follow up on this or that. We forgot what that guy said in the meeting. Who was I supposed to call? What was supposed to happen? And we forgot what he promised when we talked. So those are things that are really critical that we cannot let slip through the cracks, especially if you're starting a business.